Hello and welcome to the third part of Simply Vanilla Sims Build Newcrest Legacy Challenge. I've had a lot of comments here on YouTube about where I was. Um, it's been, I think, 4 months since I posted a video. Life and my job really got in the way of any simming at all. I don't think I've even played since June. Um, I bought a new house and my job became much more demanding for a couple months because my boss, her mom died, and so I had to step in and do a lot of work for her, um, or a lot of her work, I should say. So anyway, I've been gone in real life, and now I've got a little more time to focus on my Sims, which is great, and put a little more time into this challenge and into my blog as well, which I haven't been on for 4 months either. So if you go and check it out, which you can at www.simplyvanillasims.wordpress.com, you'll see that I haven't posted anything for a couple months. But anyway, here we are back on the third day of our Build Newcrest challenge here, and I've got Henry Parker here. He was supposed to be sleeping. He only went to bed a few hours ago, maybe an hour ago. And he's really tanking in terms of all of his needs and things like that. Um, but today we're going to progress forward with our aspiration, trying to get that completed, and also trying to get maybe a girl more interested in him. We were pursuing Zoe Patel. Oh man, he is filthy and hungry and not having any fun. So I'm going to have him take a shower first because he thinks he's stinky. I think he's stinky. And it's time to wash that stink off. And then we'll prepare some food, some scrambled eggs, I think, just a single serving. The single servings seem to help him do his daily task a little faster than preparing larger meals. And then we'll go out and we might not be able to even get to doing anything in the garden before I have to go to work with him because he's been sleeping for so many hours now. But we'll finish up our shower, make some food. I hope he has time to make some food before he has to work. I don't think he will, so instead I'm going to have him watch the cooking channel because he can eat at work. Oftentimes, when they're in a career, not one of the professions from get to work, but a regular career, there's they'll fill their needs during the day. So we'll let him go to work, and he's going to work till 1 in the morning, I believe. Yeah, so it'll speed us through it, and then we'll join him again. We're going to have him work hard. Uh-oh, dirty dishes. I have a feeling that both of them are bad choices. I remember overloading the dishwasher has a bad outcome from a different sim, although sometimes these go both ways. So we're going to leave the dishes unwashed and see what happens. Oh, we actually got a performance gain from that, so shockingly that was the right choice. We have some plants that are ready to go, which is great, and also to be harvested. And yeah, we just need one more level of gardening. He is so unhaving fun. So, well, you know what? I'm just going to make him miserable, and he's going to evolve his plants and try to get to the next level of gardening for his aspiration. Yeah, he has a while to go. He has about whatever 75 or so percent left to go before he reaches level 4. So here we go. He's extremely tense because he's really low on fun. I think he's really quite mad at me at this point. But We'll see. Luckily, I don't think anything needs to be weeded, thank God, because that is time consuming. But we'll have him go around and finish watering all his plants and evolve his banana plant, his plantain. It's really the same thing. I hate to say that, but a banana and a plantain is really all the same. Well, now he's still very upset, so we're going to watch some cooking channel because he can learn his cooking and also fill his fun need at the same time. Oh, he reached level 3. Yay! And he's inspired, which means that he learns cooking faster. So, he hasn't prepared any food for himself yet, but that's okay. Let's see. Okay, now he can go to bed because he's all up on his needs. So now he's getting hungry and he's going to have to pee when he gets up, but at least he's not tanking in every possible way. He is lovelorn. Well, he was for a minute because he's a romantic and hasn't had a lot of romantic traits, a lot of romantic interactions, so he's sad about that. He also really has to pee. And then we'll have him cook another single serving of scrambled eggs for himself. He looks so very unhappy there with that face. Yes, very, very unhappy face here. At least he's smart enough to wash his hands before he cooks. I am shocked. Also going to give this a little save just to make sure I don't lose anything. He looks so sad. And he still hasn't quite gotten the cooking skill down. He's splashing that egg everywhere here. And he's going to scramble them up for himself. I don't know why he switched burners. That's so funny. Doesn't really make any difference there. They're all the same burner. Oh, and now he's going to scrape the egg off the pan that he has burned it to. He's just like, fuck it, I don't care. And he'll go eat his food, and hopefully he'll feel a little better. And see, I still have to work at 4 in the afternoon. God, this career really is going to kill me. This late night culinary shift is just horrendous. And let's have him watch the cooking channel too. And he's going to wash his dishes. What a good boy. And let's go outside and see if there's anything we can harvest. Yes, it looks like we can harvest everything. So let's harvest it all. And then we may be able to fertilize as well with our harvest afterward. And we're getting closer to our achieving level 4. And that will move us forward in the aspiration. We cannot start the second generation on their tasks until he has completed his aspiration. That doesn't mean that the kids can't be born and start to develop, but he must finish this before they can actually start working on their grown-up aspirations. So now let's use, I like to use the mushrooms specifically to fertilize with. But it doesn't really matter. Like, I think I've mentioned this before, that you don't get any sort of bonus from particular plants for fertilizer, unlike The Sims 3, where different plants gave different values of fertilization. This is all the same and doesn't make any difference which one you happen to choose. So I at least keep them consistent for the sake of, the game may have changed things, or, you never know. We'll finish up fertilizing and then we'll water those two guys. And I always like to go back and check and make sure that I've actually fertilized everything, because sometimes they just don't do it and you don't realize that they didn't do it for whatever reason. I think the fertilization action is kind of cute. They shake some stuff on there and call it a day. He's got about an hour to finish up here in the garden, which is perfect timing, I think, for him to finish up and then head off to work, finish watering and evolving the plants, and head to work. And I'm going to sell his entire crop because I'm just trying to gain some money for him, because eventually he will have to make a family and therefore have a bigger house at some point. Slightly bigger, just enough room for his kids. Whatever kids he might have. Usually when I run these kind of challenges where I'm doing a legacy, I try to make sure they have at least 2 kids, because you never really know when someone's going to die for whatever reason. They're caught on fire, or they have an emotional death with the new emotional deaths in. We're going to pin this level up in cooking here. And it's perfect because now he's inspired and he's just in time to go to work, which is great. But anyway, the new emotional deaths in The Sims 4 really create a whole new litany of ways to lose your heir. So it's always important to have some spares floating around. And he's going to work hard today. And some more plants of his are able to be evolved. That's just great when he gets home. Let's see how he's doing. He's doing okay. He's starting to look unhappy, but not too bad. Let's have him go and use the bathroom first. I was really hoping he would get promoted at some point fairly soon, but doesn't look like it at this point. Maybe I have to work a little harder on his daily task. I don't think there's been a day when he's fully completed it. It's only been partially completed every day, so I'm gonna go around and evolve everything and weed and water things as well before he takes care of his own needs, because the whole point of this is to move forward with the challenge, as opposed to him feeling good about himself or his life or whatever. Point is to move forward in our challenge here. And in order to do that, we need to achieve level 4 in gardening. And all of this, every single thing he does in the garden, brings him a little closer to that goal of becoming the next level of his aspiration, which I'm not sure what it is. The next one up would be after freelance botanist. And I have a feeling, yep, he's lovelorn again from his romantic trait. what is this? Harvest a plant. Okay, I will pin that since he will eventually do that, and he will also eventually level up in cooking. Alright, he's going to water all of his plants here. And we're going to have him weed these guys as well. Go through and weed. And that looks like it needs to be watered also. I love that. I water the whole garden and then one plant didn't need to be watered when I told him to water and now needs to be watered. I really miss the automatic sprinklers from The Sims 3 very much. Yeah, he's starting to get upset with me for a variety of reasons, forcing him to do these things. I'll also have him cook himself some scrambled eggs since he's very hungry. Yes, he's telling me he's very hungry. And he looks so sad, that face. Oh, that little lower lip wiggling. Makes me just want to like cuddle him up and make him feel better. He's very upset with me at the moment for forcing him to care for his garden, but that is what his life is about, so that is more important than his needs to some degree. Maybe he won't burn this one to the bottom of the pan this time. Oh, he's so sad and uncomfortable. He's tired and hungry and he just wants to go to bed and watch some TV, so we're gonna have him watch some TV while he eats, and then he can go to bed. I love the sad eating face. So depressed. So depressed about his life. He just looks so worried. And, oh, he's not having an absolute meltdown quite yet, but I would say it's coming up. Quite surprised this hasn't stacked on itself. I'm going to redo the command. Usually they stack down on top of itself. He can watch TV and eat, but maybe he's just too uncomfortable to do that, perhaps. He does have to work tomorrow, so he just needs to get through his meal. Yeah, that's so funny. He's too uncomfortable to watch TV and eat at the same time. That's so bizarre. So instead of him just being really upset, we're just going to have him go back to sleep. I don't know where he did with the plate. Oh, he put it in his inventory. Well, I'll put it in the fridge for now. He didn't actually finish his food, but that's okay. I'm going to give it another little save here. He's starting to get stinky again. You can see that stink coming off of him. And up he is going, and we're going to have him take a shower first thing because he's quite smelly. I think I need to invest some money into his house, or at least into his shower and so forth. He seems to get dirty very quickly. Maybe it's just because he does all the gardening all the time and that makes them more dirty. I haven't actually really noticed whether or not that makes them more dirty. Well, when you're finished with that, you can cook yourself some eggs for breakfast. And up, he's miserably, miserably unhappy. Let's have him watch and eat. I don't understand why he can't watch and eat at the same time. That's so funny. Usually it's not that tricky. Well, he looks to be at least feeling marginally better. Oh, is he watching romantic TV? I guess he is. He should be watching the cooking channel. I don't know how it got stuck on romance, but it did. So instead, he's going to watch Well, you can watch romantic TV, I suppose. He's looking all suave. Alright, now he's going to get rid of the plate. I'll shut this off. And then he can go to his job. We didn't manage to do much today other than... Oh, okay, so we had this one yesterday. And I recall leaving the dishwasher unwashed was the way to go. So we'll do that again. He's going to come home at 1 in the morning. God, I really hope he gets promoted today. Please, please promote him. I really, really would love that. More money. Yay! Not such a shitty work shift. And he got some... Alright, so you're going to watch the cooking channel. You're going to watch culinary training videos, actually, because you got that ability now. So, do that. Feel less shitty about yourself. He also got a coffee pot, so... Oh, and some counters from before. So I think we'll just sell the coffee pot for now. And when I remodel his house, I'll put in his new counters. He seems to be embarrassed from something. Apparently he got embarrassed at work for some reason. Interesting. Doesn't really say why. He also apparently is happy from his promotion, so that's sort of conflicting and bizarre. Alright, once his fun goes to green, then I'll just, have him go to bed. And, I think we can squish one more day into this Let's Play. I don't like to let them go over 30 minutes or so, just because I feel like nobody wants to watch anything longer than that in one sitting. So, we'll see if we're able to do that. And now he's had enough, he's watched enough TV for me to feel that he can go to sleep at this point. So he will do that, and then when he wakes up, I'll have him cook some eggs for himself and tend his garden, which we have not done anything with for quite a while. And of course, when he wakes up, he will need to use the bathroom. And we'll have him go use the bathroom right away, since he's going to apparently pee himself here. And we will also cook some more scrambled eggs. And apparently there's some gross food in here, which I'm assuming is this. Let's see if it lets me take it out. Oh yeah, it's an empty plate. That's so funny. It looked like it had food on it, but it didn't. And our garden is dying here from lack of care, so we're going to have to... It's very unhappy. Our snapdragons are very unhappy. They look like they're going to die. I've never had a plant die, actually. So I'm not quite sure what happens if any of our plants die. But he really has to eat, so cooking some eggs won't take him very long. And I'll have him watch the cooking channel while he eats. Gain some more cooking skill and some fun at the same time. Now it seems to be working properly. So he wanted to level up in cooking. I thought he had, but no, I don't think I'm going to have her come over. He has to work in a couple hours, and he has to work on the garden, so we'll leave that at that. Turn that off, and then have him come around and water all of the plants very quickly, because they're going to die if he doesn't water them. And then have him weed and evolve. Yay! He completed that milestone and he's reached level 4. So now he needs to graft onto 3 plants, fertilize 5 plants, which is too bad because I just fertilized everything, and get 2 more levels in gardening. So here we go. We're going to water here, and what is that? A spinach plant. I wonder what there's here. Parsley and basil. And, alright, so I will graft a few plants too if I have time before I leave today to go to work. Oh, he has to go to work soon. But I'll let him finish weeding the garden first. He's going to be late to work, but that is okay. There he goes, off to work. And he's going to work hard today. But at least the plants aren't dying. And when is he supposed to get home? 11 p.m. That's not so bad. And he's back. He's a little low on fun and hygiene, but that doesn't mean that he can't do his thing and evolve everything and harvest everything and weed everything. He's going to weed everything first. He can evolve his plantain. I think I'll even be able to do all of the grafting today, too. So eventually he'll make it around here. And now that he's all, we're going to have him harvest everything. And apparently he quite has to pee, so we will have him do that after he harvests. So apparently I can't graft yet, so I guess that means that we will simply do that at another time. I'm going to sell all of his things again, except for the mushrooms. Keep those for fertilizer, making him a little bit of money here at least. And, okay, so, oh lovely, and the sink is broken. I will have him repair that. Learn some handiness here. And then I'm going to have him cook a family size of scrambled eggs. Because that way, actually, you know what? No, he won't cook. He can cook when he wakes up. We'll fix the sink, water the last of the plants, and call it a night. Because he is quite miserable. And luckily he has the day off tomorrow. Thank God. Water the dang plants, and then go to sleep. Alright, so this is the end of part 3 of Simply Vanilla Sims Let's Play Build Newcrest Legacy Challenge. And this is Henry Parker, in case you're just joining us. And you can watch the other Let's Plays on my channel, and you can also visit my website and my blog at www.simplyvanillasims.wordpress.com for the full challenge rules and for more information about myself and my Sims. And I hope you enjoyed today's Let's Play, and I hope you come back for part 4. and Henry's day off, which is tomorrow, will be in part 4. All right, thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful evening.